Create a highly detailed cinematic scene set in the early 1970s inside a commercial airplane flying over the United States at dusk. The atmosphere should feel mysterious, tense, and dramatic, like a scene from a historical thriller film. The airplane cabin is softly lit with warm yellow lights reflecting off metallic surfaces and narrow windows. Passengers are seated quietly in vintage airline seats with orange and brown patterns typical of the 1970s era. Some passengers read newspapers while others look outside the window at dark clouds forming in the evening sky. In the center of the scene sits a mysterious man wearing a black business suit, white shirt, and thin black tie. He looks calm, confident, and slightly mysterious. He is wearing dark sunglasses even though it is evening inside the airplane. His hair is neatly combed, and he has a composed, almost emotionless expression. This man represents the legendary hijacker known as D.B. Cooper. He sits in a relaxed posture, holding a small briefcase placed carefully on the seat beside him. The camera perspective should feel cinematic, slightly angled from the side, focusing on the man while the rest of the airplane cabin fades slightly into the background with a shallow depth of field. The mood should feel suspenseful, as if something important is about to happen. The lighting highlights the man's face and suit while the rest of the cabin is dimmer, creating a mysterious focus on him. A flight attendant in a classic 1970s airline uniform walks down the aisle carrying a small tray. Her uniform includes a vintage blue skirt suit and a small airline hat. She stops near the man's seat as he quietly hands her a folded note. Her expression changes from calm professionalism to subtle shock as she reads the note. The note states that the man has a bomb in his briefcase. The next cinematic moment shows the plane landing briefly at an airport runway at night. Airport lights glow in the darkness, reflecting off the wet runway surface. A bag filled with cash and several parachutes are brought onto the plane by airport staff while law enforcement vehicles wait in the distance. After the plane takes off again, the mysterious man prepares for his final move. The scene shifts to the back of the airplane where he stands near the rear exit door. He now holds a parachute and a bag full of money. The cabin lights flicker slightly as the plane flies through turbulent storm clouds. The door opens and powerful wind rushes into the airplane cabin. Papers and loose objects blow violently in the wind while the man stands calmly at the edge of the open door. The night sky outside is dark and dramatic with lightning illuminating the clouds. The next scene transitions to a close-up of the briefcase slightly open, revealing wires and cylindrical objects inside, suggesting an explosive device. The lighting becomes darker and more dramatic, emphasizing tension. The airplane continues flying through dark clouds outside the window, with lightning flashing faintly in the distance. Another scene shows the airplane flying high above thick clouds at night. The aircraft is a classic Boeing jet from the 1970s, illuminated by moonlight. The sky is deep blue and filled with dramatic storm clouds, giving the entire scene a mysterious and suspenseful atmosphere. Inside the plane, the mysterious man remains calm and composed while speaking quietly with the flight attendant. He demands $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. The tension in the cabin increases, but the passengers remain unaware of the situation. The lighting highlights the contrast between the calm passengers and the secret negotiation happening in the front of the plane. In the final cinematic moment, the mysterious figure jumps out of the airplane into the stormy night sky. His silhouette disappears into the darkness as the plane continues flying forward. The scene should feel dramatic and mysterious, leaving the viewer with the feeling that the man vanished forever. The final image should show the empty night sky over a dark forest landscape below, with clouds slowly drifting across the moonlight. The mood should feel mysterious and unresolved, symbolizing one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history. Use cinematic lighting, dramatic shadows, ultra-realistic textures, film-style color grading, and a suspenseful atmosphere to create a scene that feels like a high-budget Hollywood thriller. The visual style should be photorealistic, cinematic, detailed, and immersive, with a strong sense of mystery and historical authenticity.